Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all are fine in this lockdown period. Now I came here with another video, reproduction in plants. In this chapter we will learn about three topics: sexual reproduction in plants, dispersal of seeds, and the last one, asexual reproduction in plants. Now children, you are very much familiar with this diagram. This was the chapter, this was the portion which was present in the previous chapter. There we have studied about the parts of flower. Okay, so here in this now we will move towards the another topic or another stage, that is fertilization. Okay, so first was the male and female reproductive part of the plant. Then there was the pollination process. I have told you in the previous video. Now the third step is the fertilization. In fertilization, the main thing is what? The male and female reproductive part. Okay, so we will continue with this, that when the anther will have the pollen grains comes to the stigma up to here, that is the pollination. But further process, the next process is whatever will happen, that will be included in the next step, that is called the fertilization. Now children, see this diagram. This is the female reproductive part, okay, and pollen grains are here. So up to pollination. Now the process starts of the fertilization. This portion is called the stigma. Stigma is having some sort of sticky substances. Because of that, the pollen grains used to stick over it. Okay, once it will come here, then it will not fall anywhere, it will remain stick here. Then some sort of secretion will be there. Okay, the flower secretes a sugar containing liquid and the pollen grains will start responding. Okay, and in response, what will happen? Then a thin tube is sent out into the pistil from the pollen grains. Okay, this tube is there, you can see yellow. Okay, this is the pollen tube, and when the pollen tube will be formed, then along with that the pollen grains comes down, and then slowly and gradually here the ovules are present inside the female. This is the ovary part, and there the ovule is having the eggs. There only the pollen comes. Pollen is a male gamete and eggs are the female gamete. So here they will fuse with each other. Okay, they fuse with each other and then they will form fertilized. They will fertilize. The eggs will be fertilized, and then the zygote will be formed, a new cell, that is the zygote, and it is formed with the fusion of male gamete with the female gamete inside the ovary. Now children, after fertilization, you see that flower just after fertilization, this is the zygote. Okay, so the next step will be all these things will be removed because there is now no need of these things. Petals will wilt. Okay, they will drop down, then they will be removed, get dried, and then it will become enlarged. The middle portion, the ovary portion, will start getting enlarged, that is embryo will be developed, and then slowly and gradually you can see here seeds develop from ovule. That means these all are the useless ones, now they will be get dried. Then seeds will be developed inside, okay, and outside there will be the fleshy one. Then from there only the fruits will be developed. From the ovary, ovule will produce seed and ovary will produce fruits, and then fruits ripen, flower parts fall off. All the rest of the flower parts will also fall off. So this is the post fertilization changes. That means after fertilization, what these things will be removed and only the fruits will be remain. And in fruits there will be inside the seeds. Now you will study about the formation of the seed. Now children, already you know about the seeds, that seeds are formed from the ovule, okay, and fruit is formed from the ovary. Now you are familiar with the seeds also because you see the seeds are stored food within it, this hard layer. Okay, seed is having whatever seed you have seen Now you take, if you will take the seed of any of that, you will see that the seed is having the hard covering, okay, and that is called the seed coat. The seed also you can see, any of the seed you will take, they are having the dried one and they are having the outer covering, okay, the seed coat, okay. But here when you will open it, you will see this is the rajma seed, okay, or the bean seed also. So there you will see two parts, one is the plumule and another is the radicle, okay. These are the cotyledons, those who are having the stored food, and this one is the plumule and this one is the radicle. This radicle will turn into the roots, okay, as the plant will grow, okay, from the seed, and this plumule will become the shoot, okay, the aerial part of the plant, and this radicle will become the root part. Now seed, when the seed will be sown here, then a process called the germination happens. What is germination? That means when the seed will change into a plant, okay. What is that? The process by which a seed grows into a young plant or seedling is called the germination, as is the seedling or the germination. So here some conditions are there which is very much helpful for the germination of seed, that is the light, air, water and the warmth, okay. Some sort of light is there, then air also is required, water, and not huge amount of water but small amount of water only if the seed is soft, okay, and the warmth also is necessary condition for the germination of seed. Now children, here you see it's a practical thing. Whenever you are keeping the seed overnight, okay, that especially the gram seed, you are soaking it overnight, then what happen, if it is kept longer time in the moist soil, then you will see a thread kind of structure will start appearing, okay. So this is called the germination of seed, okay. The seed is able to make a new plant, that is called the germination of seed. And as you see that one by one, each and every step, that as they are growing, then slowly and gradually these portion they are taking the food from them, and as one new leaf will start coming out, and then it will start doing the process of photosynthesis, and by that time this food will be utilized by the plants, and then the plant will start growing properly with the leaves and other shoot parts. So students, hope you all have understood the topics. If you have any doubt or question, you can ask in the comment section below, and the remaining topics will be covered in the next videos. Please like, share it with your classmates, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you can get my latest updates. Thank you and take care.